Hello everyone, it's Pamela Ferguson. Hope you're having a great day today. I wanted to get online and make this video because I was thinking about when I'm speaking to my children and kind of how to succeed in life and giving them recommendations on how to work through school and those kinds of things. And it really made me revisit my own life and what happened to me. So let me tell you a little bit about my story. When I was growing up, what we were always told is you need to work hard, do well in school. When you graduated high school, you're like, well, you can go on and get a job, but if you want a better paying job, you should go on and go to college. So I did that and I graduated from college. And at the same time, when I graduated, I kind of wasn't really working in my field. And so now I'm like, well, what do I do now? I've done everything that they told me to do. I worked hard, I went to school, I graduated, but yet I still don't really have a job that's in my field making any sort of decent money. And then I said, okay, well, I will go and get a master's degree, right? That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to keep going to school, keep learning more to try to get more money and try to succeed further in your business, in the business world. So I went and I got a master's degree. I have an MBA. And when I graduated, I took a job. I loved my job. It was fantastic. And then I had a baby. Wonderful, my first daughter, fantastic. The day I was supposed to go back to work, my boss brought me into her office. Well, we've had a lot of changes in our environment and in the industry, so we've eliminated your job position. Okay, so high school, 12 years. Undergrad, 4 years. Grad school, 3 years. Great job I loved. What happens? Gone. Just like that. And as I assume you can imagine, it's pretty frustrating and disappointing, and you're just really not sure what to do. Obviously a big surprise, of course, just for anyone it would be. However, it really made me rethink how I'm supposed to teach my own children. Do I want to say those same things? Work hard, go to college, do these things, work for somebody else, and have zero job security? Let me say that again. Zero job security. Even if you are the most valuable person in that company, you still can get fired. You can get laid off. You could be bought out by another company. So many things could happen. There's zero job security, even if you are fantastic at your job. It's nothing to do with your own capabilities. The only way to have job security is to own your own business. Own your own business. That's the only way. Unless you fire yourself, you are good. You're set. You have no issues. You know you have job security. So, if you are ready to think outside the box, meaning that you never know from one day to the next if you're going to be laid off, or you're just not happy, or you're not even, when you were 10 and now you work customer service, at Verizon, for example. Love Verizon, but just an example. Did you think, oh, well, I want to be customer service in Verizon when I grew up? No, of course not. Nobody thinks that. You kind of fall into jobs. They don't necessarily, you don't always get to just choose them. If you could pick how many people are working in their ideal jobs? Probably not so many. So, what I recommend is starting your own business. My business, you can start as little as $45. You can make your own schedule, and you never have to worry about your boss saying, oh, can you come see me in my office for a minute? Never. You never have to worry about that. If you are willing to think outside the box and you have grit, that's a big thing now. What is grit? It just really means you're a hard worker, right? You're not willing to take no for an answer. You're going to be willing to do whatever it takes. I've heard this analogy and I love it. If someone told you that there was $1 million buried in your backyard, would you dig 20 holes and then be like, well, it's just not for me. I didn't find the $1 million. No, you would probably be out there day and night. That yard would be torn to shreds, because if you knew that there was $1 million in there, why would you give up? Why would you give up? You wouldn't. So, this is what I want you to do. If you do not have a plan B, if you do not have something to fall back on, so if you have that same conversation that I had, your boss brings you into your office, or this happens to your spouse, what's your plan B? What are you going to do? Are you going to just think, oh, okay, I've got to plug away and get another job? You might do that. You might have some success. You might not. However, you're still destined potentially to that same path again and again and again. I mean, we all know that employers just aren't loyal to their employees anymore. They just aren't. It's reality. I'm gone are the days that you'd spend 25 years at a business. Sometimes there are a few of those people, but they're rare. Those days are gone. So what you have to do is have a plan B. Who knows? Maybe it will become your plan A. In my business, I knew several people who were working it alongside their full-time career, and then something happened. They're laid off. Someone got sick, so they weren't able to work. What would you do then? You can only be on short-term disability for so long. Let's say you had a medical issue, you had a car accident. What would you do? Plan B. If you don't have a plan B, please comment below, please message me, reach out to me in some way. It may or may not be for you, I don't know. However, it's worth having a conversation. That's it. It's worth having a conversation. Only you can decide if it's right for you or not. But if you have zero plan B, you are not sitting in a good position. You need to change that today. As I mentioned, I've got a master's degree and I'm doing a home-based business. Why? Flexibility, job security, work around my family. Best of the best. I can't imagine have not been introduced to this business. Maybe it's not all you do. It's all I do, but maybe it's not all you do. I have some people on my team who work full-time and do this on the side because they know that maybe they don't want to do it forever. Maybe they don't want to work 60 to 70 hours a week. I don't want to work 60 to 70 hours a week. Maybe they want to be able to go to that baseball game. Yesterday, I went to our convention here because my daughter was at a tech fair. I took the whole day. Complete flexibility of my schedule. I actually did a business call while I was there one time. Do you have that flexibility? And if you don't, ask yourself why you are not pursuing avenues where that exists. You have to be willing to step outside the box. I hope to hear from you. Have a great day.